Do you want a thinner iPhone? Well, according to rumors, we are getting the thinnest iPhone ever in 2025. It's going to be called the iPhone 17 Air, and I'm so excited. Drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel, let's talk about it. So, do you currently think that your iPhone is too thick? Well, I do. And I think that I would like to see a thinner iPhone, and according to rumors, it's going to be actually real. Apple is going to release the iPhone 17 Air, and according to rumors, it's going to be the thinnest iPhone ever. This iPhone is 8.2 millimeters thick. 8.2. According to rumors, the iPhone 17 Air is going to be 5.5 millimeters thin. For reference, the iPad Pro is 5.1 millimeters thin. Oh my god, this iPhone is going to be as thin as the current M4 iPad Pro. That device is insanely thin, like you don't realize until you hold it in your hand. It feels like it's going to fold that easily, and it's so much bigger. So Apple can put all the internal things in a more elongated plane, while the iPhone 17 Air is going to be short and thin. Oh my god, this is going to fold so much easier than the other iPhones. And if Apple decides to use aluminum, Bandgate is back. So let's see what Apple can do. According to rumors, the specs on this iPhone are going to be a bit compromised, although, because this is going to be so thin, Apple is going to only use one lens, only a 40 megapixel lens. This is going to be a main lens, a main 24mm lens. It's going to be really good. The same lens probably as the iPhone 17. But they are going to strip out the ultra-wide lens. No space for that. Also, they are going to use the A19 chip, not the A19 Pro. And you're going to have 8GB of RAM. So expect Apple Intelligence to come out on this phone. For sure, it's going to come out. Again, this iPhone is going to be made to be more of a design-focused iPhone, just like Apple did in the earlier days. Again, this is a design-focused iPhone, but it is also a concept iPhone. Apple is going to make this iPhone as a concept iPhone for the future of the iPhone. How thin can iPhones be whenever the components get much thinner and much lighter? This is going to be a different experiment from Apple. I think they're going to combine the iPhone 13 mini and the iPhone 16 Plus into a different iPhone. Apple has been lots of trouble actually selling the iPhone 13 mini and 12 mini. They did have lots of trouble selling those. And then they did have lots of trouble selling the iPhone 15 Plus, 14 Plus, and 16 Plus. Why? Because the fourth iPhone always has trouble implementing itself in the lineup. Apple has found success with the three iPhone lineup. The cheaper iPhone and then the two Pro models. The two Pro models, they actually sell really well. The smaller Pro model, the bigger Pro model, they sell well enough. While the cheaper iPhone also sells really well. But the fourth iPhone has been having lots of trouble implementing itself in the lineup. Again, Apple has been experimenting. The Mini, the Plus. Now they gave up on the Plus. The Plus sold terribly, almost as bad as the Mini lineup did. So now Apple wants to do something different. And I do believe they're going to combine those two, like I told you, to create a different iPhone. The iPhone 17 Air is going to be a design-focused iPhone with only one lens, with only 8GB of RAM, a smaller battery, but being 5.5 millimeters thin. Are you joking? 5.5 millimeters thin, it's incredibly thin. And you have to think about it. It is going to have a camera bump. So the thickest part of the iPhone is going to be 5.5 millimeters. The rest, even less. Insane dimensions. I'm so excited for this iPhone, guys, because it means that Apple is definitely doing some type of innovation on the iPhone 17 lineup. They're going to do something different. And that's something that Apple does not do often on the iPhone. They are going to risk something. And yeah, I wish that Apple made this iPhone look even different, like new colors, new bold design. And according to rumors, that's going to be true. According to rumors, Apple is going to do a new camera design on the back on the iPhone 17s. All iPhones, not just the 17 Air. The iPhone 17, the iPhone 17 Pro, and 17 Pro Max are getting an elongated camera design. So that means that the cameras are going to stretch out towards the left of the iPhone. If you look at it from the front, towards the right. Instead of being this three-camera array on the left part, top part left of the iPhone, it's going to be an elongated camera array throughout the whole iPhone. And the iPhone 17 Air is going to do it. We have actually some images from leaked body designs. And as you can see, well, that corroborates the leaks. But the thing is, if Apple is going to change the design, they're going to make it thinner, they're going to make it a completely different model, what's the price going to be? Well, according to rumors, we should expect this iPhone to be a bit more expensive than the iPhone Plus model. So $1,000, $1,100, getting really close to the iPhone 17 Pro. I don't know, it's going to be a tough sell for lots of people because you will be able to decide between a smaller, thicker iPhone which has more cameras, more battery, more performance, better in every single metric, or do you want the 6.6-inch OLED iPhone, super thin, new design, completely different concept of iPhone. Well, I don't know. I don't know if lots of people will decide between performance and capabilities, but a worse design or a beautiful design that is so small, so compact, so lightweight, and so thin, but it compromises a bit on performance. I don't know. I don't know. It's a tough choice. I think that Apple is risking out this fourth iPhone model. Again, they need to, because the iPhone 13 mini, it sucked in terms of sales. And the iPhone 14 Plus, it also sucked in terms of sales. So Apple needs to do something different. Well, will this iPhone 17 Air work out? I don't know. But a 40 megapixel main sensor camera with a 6.6-inch OLED display and 8 GB of RAM and the A19 chip with a comparable size battery, probably 3,500 milliamperes, 4,000 maximum. Will this iPhone sell well? Well, let's wait and see. I'm still not sure. But one thing I do, I'm super excited, and maybe it's going to be the iPhone that I'll try out this year. Because think about it. All the iPhone 17 leaks currently, in terms of 17 and 17 Pro, point out to a new design change on the back, but in terms of actual new improvements over the iPhone 16 lineup, it's actually very small. So a completely different concept iPhone will be something so much fun to try out in 2025. But let's wait and see. We are still like 8 months away from this release. A lot can happen. One thing that can help out corroborate all of these leaks is the launch of the Samsung S25 Edge. Yes, yesterday on Samsung's event, they did launch or announce a new Samsung phone to come out, and it was the S25 Edge. This is going to be a thinner S25 model. So this points out to a new competitor in the market coming out around the same timeline as the S25 Edge. So Samsung probably knows something we don't, and they are preparing to attack the market with a similar product, this S25 Edge. Let's wait and see. I did not want to finish this video without talking about the iPhone SE 4. This is a very exciting iPhone coming out in the next couple of months. According to rumors, we are getting this new iPhone SE 4 in the end of the first quarter. So that means we are getting this iPhone in around March or April timeline. One thing that I'm very excited is that this iPhone is going to have the iPhone 14-like design. And that means it's going to have a single 40 megapixel camera on the back, the same 6.1-inch OLED display. The only doubt is still if you're going to have the notch or the dynamic island. Rumors are not certain about it, and it's going to be a doubt until the release of the iPhone. But imagine a cheap iPhone that costs $450, $500 with a 40 megapixel single camera on the back, 8 GB of RAM, the A18 chip, Apple Intelligence, an OLED display, USB-C, all of the perks of the newest iPhones for half the price. Oh my god, that's gonna sell like hotcakes. I cannot imagine how well this iPhone is gonna sell in lower markets. This is an attack from Apple. This is a very competitive product. For the price they are charging, or at least the rumors are saying, this is going to be a very competitive iPhone. Again, I expect these iPhone colors to be very dull, very stale, black, white, and red, but that's not the reason, that's not the motive of the iPhone SE. This is the iPhone for the most amount of people. This is going to be the best-selling iPhone, for sure, in 2025. Again, if you have all the similar design traits from the recent iPhones, dynamic island, the iPhone 14-like design, OLED display, 60 Hz, 6.1-inch display, a bigger display, well, why won't people buy it? People love iPhones, people love iOS, and if they can get it for $500 with the same new design from the front and probably from the back, why won't they? So I think that the iPhone SE will sell at hotcakes, while the iPhone 17 Air is an unknown, but if it comes out, it will be very exciting. If you want to see any type of iPhone 17, 17 Pro, 17 Pro Max content, I have videos on my channel where I talked about all the leaks expecting for those iPhones. But I think that the main focus should be the iPhone 17 Air and the iPhone SE 4. These are the two different devices coming out in 2025 that I think they're going to shake up all the iPhone lineup and all the market. So I'm excited to see what happens with the iPhone SE 4 and the iPhone 17 Air. I currently daily an iPhone 16 Pro Max. It's not a bad phone. I actually love the iPhone 16 Pro Max. But if I could try out the iPhone 17 Air in the upcoming 2025 season, I would like to. So again, coming out from the iPhone 16 Pro Max, the thickest and biggest iPhone ever, to the thinnest iPhone ever, that should be an interesting change. But let's see what happens. I've pre-ordered this S25 Ultra coming out in the 4th of February, and I will have that phone for 2 weeks, 3 weeks to actually try it out and compare to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So if you are excited for that, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss those videos. It's going to be interesting again. I do it every single year, comparing the best Android phone to the best iOS phone. And it's always so much fun. So don't miss those videos. Subscribe to the channel. Drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.